I am ChatGPT. Today they ask me a lot of different questions.
What does MAFEA mean?
I apologize, but without further context or information, it is difficult to determine the exact meaning of MAFEA. It is possible that it could be an acronym or abbreviation for a specific organization, project, or concept. If you could provide more information or context about where you heard or saw the term MAFEA, I might be able to provide a more accurate answer.
Mhm. What do you think when I say making future education accessible?
Thank you for providing more information. MAFEA could indeed be an acronym for making future education accessible. This suggests that the project or initiative aims to promote access to education for all individuals, regardless of socioeconomic background or other barriers. There are many ways to make education more accessible, such as providing scholarships or financial aid, creating online courses, improving infrastructures, providing access to technology and resources, and more. If MAFEA is an actual project or initiative, it would be interesting to learn more about its specific goals and strategies for making education more accessible.
Mhm. Can you give us a good strategy for such a project?
Certainly. Here's a strategy that could be effective for a project focused on making future education accessible.
Good evening. We have a back show for you.
1. Conduct research. 2. Build partnerships. 3. Provide financial aid. 4. Develop online learning resources. 5. Improve infrastructure. 6. Promote diversity and inclusion. 7. Evaluate progress. These are just a few strategies that could be effective for making future education accessible. Ultimately, the specific strategies will depend on the context and needs of the specific project or initiative.
Mhm. What kind of technologies would you use in future education?
There are many emerging technologies that have the potential to transform education and make it more accessible and effective. Here are some examples of technologies that could be used in future education. 1. Virtual and augmented reality. 2. Artificial intelligence. 3. Adaptive learning systems. 4. Learning management systems. 5. Cloud computing. 6. Gamification. 7. Mobile technologies.
Mhm. What is the best equipment tool for GSR and IR for such a project?
The best equipment and tools for XR extended reality and AR augmented reality depend on the specific project goals and requirements. Here are some examples of equipment and tools that could be used for a project focused on making education more accessible through XR and AR technologies. 1. Headsets. 2. Smartphones and tablets. 3. Cameras. 4. Software and platforms. 5. Sensors and trackers. 6. Haptic feedback devices. 7. Audio equipment.
Any software programs you could suggest?
Sure. Here are some software programs that could be useful for creating XR and AR experiences. 1. Unity. 2. Unreal Engine. 3. RR Core. 4. Vuforia. 5. Adobe Aero. 6. Zappar.
Do you foresee any problem using IR or VR in future?
While XR, extended reality technologies such as AR, augmented reality, and VR, virtual reality, have the potential to revolutionize the way we learn, there are some potential challenges and concerns that need to be addressed as these technologies become more widespread. Here are a few examples. 1. Cost. 2. Accessibility. 3. Health and safety. 4. Content quality. 5. Ethical concerns.
Can you make a small summary for each answers provided?
Sure. Here are the summaries of the answers I provided. 1. On the meaning of MAFEA. I explained that MAFEA stands for Making Future Education Accessible, and that is a project that aims to make education more accessible through the use of technology. 2. Strategy for the MAFEA project. I suggested a few strategies for the MAFEA project, including creating partnerships with educators and schools, focusing on the needs of underserved communities and prioritizing user-centered design. 3. Technologies for future education. I mentioned a range of technologies that could be used in future education, including XR technologies like AR and VR, AI and machine learning, and cloud computing. 4. Equipment for XR and AR. I suggested that the best equipment for XR and AR experiences would depend on the specific project and its goals, but mentioned that some examples of equipment include head-mounted displays, depth cameras, and mobile devices. 5. Software programs for XR and AR. I provided a list of software programs that could be useful for creating XR and AR experiences, including Unity, Unreal Engine, AR Core, Vuforia, Adobe Aero, and Zappa. 6. Potential problems with XR and AR. I discussed some potential challenges and concern associated with using XR and AR technologies in education, including cost, accessibility, health and safety, content quality, and ethical concerns.
Thank you, ChatGPT. You are wonderful.
Hello everyone, we're here today to talk about the MAFEA project, which stands for Making Future Education Accessible. This is an Erasmus Plus cooperation project that involves 5 partner countries: Belgium, Finland, Netherlands, Estonia, and Portugal.
The main objective of the MAFEA project is to provide pedagogical opportunities, examples, and good practices of application of new technologies for all teachers and students in VET education. We aim to modernize teaching and training methods, and through that raise the quality of VET, ensure good interaction between VET and the labour market, support digital and interactive education, as well as lifelong learning.
The MAFEA project consists of 4 main activities: analysis of market for new educational technology for our sectors, selection of tools to be piloted in educational environment, creating an online repository of different tools, creating guides for teachers for adoption of future tools in the classrooms.
We will also conduct for learning, teaching and training activities for teachers, test new technologies in partner schools, create and pilot new content, and organize 5 multiplier events to disseminate our results.
We believe that the MAFEA project will help us respond to the needs of a more digital society and world of work by developing new skills and competencies, by enhancing student engagement and motivation, and by fostering innovation and creativity. We hope that you are interested in learning more about the MAFEA project and joining us in this exciting journey. Thank you for your attention.
And this is our presentation about MAFEA.
Question for ChatGPT. What do you think about MAFEA? ChatGPT. I'm not sure what you mean by MAFEA. It is possible that you are referring to the acronym MAFEA, which typically refers to a criminal organization involved in organized crime activities such as extortion, racketeering, and drug trafficking. As an AI language model, I do not have personal opinions, but I can provide you with factual information or answer any questions you may have related to the topic. MAFEA stands for Making Future Education Accessible. It is an organization that provides pedagogical opportunities, examples and good practices of application of new technologies for all teachers and students in vocational education and training education. The project aims at modernizing education, activating and motivating students by making teaching and learning more interesting and effective by providing sets of clear guidelines, an open resource repository and extensive teaching material to implement educational technologies and make guides for teachers for adoption of future tools in the classroom. They guide successful adoption of new technologies and develop educational learning paths for new technologies to be used in classrooms or e-learning trajectories.